All right, everyone, this is just a quick little update of some of my favorite fountains for this year, 2022. I know there are a whole bunch. A lot of these are older, but some new ones to me and some classics that I like for sure. So first one over here is a spinner. It's Spring Fling. We actually tried one of these, unfortunately not on a flat, upright surface. So it looks pretty awesome though. It's got this giant nail in here. You've got 3 drivers. This lasts, I think, a little bit of over a minute. So pretty amazing here. I did get a chance to try these. Firehawk Spinning Firefly. They do sell this brand or this style of firework at Goldfield Fireworks. Pretty cool. So it spins like a ground bloom, and then at the end, there are colored, I don't want to say, they're a little colored crackle. Basically, that's what happens at the end. Here's this one here, Taste the Rainbow. These come pack 41 from World Class Fireworks. It says it's noiseless and performance here of all the different colors of Superfish Fountain emits red, green. You know what? I lit one of these from a fresh case, and it did not do what this says it is. This actually had crackle in it. What a disappointment. It was just so bad. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it, but I'll just warn you guys, if you go expecting that this is going to be noiseless fish fountain, it did not. I'll put up a video, or actually it's on the live video, you guys can see it. That was a disappointment for sure. But featuring not a disappointment, the Psychic from Outlaw Fireworks, of course. You guys are familiar with it most likely. This is basically Waikiki Lights, amazing freak show, a whole bunch of them out there. Just a great performing fountain. The ending is phenomenal with that kind of bouquet of bursts up in the air, and then you get a whole bunch of that's sort of a silent section, and then just huge crackle and color, which is just amazing. Fidget spinners, Warrior Fireworks, also available through Outlaw Pyro Fireworks. Fidget spinners, this one is basically an upside down girandola. So it's got drivers that are crisscrossed, and it spins on the inside. It's not going to fly up in the air, but it is a huge, these are both very large fountains. It's huge. Those are packs 4-1, each of those. Bee's Knees, just a classic small fan-shaped fountain with a big performance out of it. That one from Brothers, of course. We have Humdinger down here. Another great one, wrapped as Whimsy and Power On through TNT. Really long duration. Speaking of long duration, we have 3-minute fountain from Monkey Mania. And these tubes, this is probably about, 6 inches or so. These tubes go all the way top to bottom. So this does run 6 minutes. Not like overwhelming effects. However, really liked the torch on these. It tells you silver spraying with red pistol. You guys, it's always hard to read these things. But it's consistent. So no, not a double height, crackle or anything like that, but real consistent performance. 3 minutes, a lot of fun. Goofballs, of course, from Sunwing. This is another silent fountain. What else? What do I say? I like the silence because my show I like to have music going with it, and it's so hard with crackle when every fountain's got crackle in it. So this year I'm kind of focusing on the more silent ones or the larger 500 grams with crackle. Speaking of which, a couple nice ones here. Everything But the Kitchen Sink Fountain. This is a Venom brand, rather, from Outlaw Fireworks as well. These are packed 6-1, 500 grams, 3 minute. I think it's also wrapped in Mega Banger as Shrapnel. I think that's the name of it, but there's another fountain that looks just like it, and one of my friends from Los Angeles had mentioned he thought it was a rewrap of that because he's had both of them. Great fountain, big effects, red, crackle. Again, Outlaw Pyro. Let's see, Purple Dragon from World Class. So looking for silent fountains. This is all that nitrocellulose with different, I like to call them wheat head things that fly in the air. But yellow, blue, purple, red, green fish as well. And let's see, what else do we have? We have Fury Tank. Of course, you've seen this wrapped many different ways. Just a great effect. Out the front, you're going to get red effect, and then just incredible crackle. You know, for a 200 gram, really impressive. Fantasy Reality from Brothers, a nice 500 gram with that nitrocellulose, that blobby effect that we all like. In a 500. Let's see, Lava Girl 3D. I know Goldfield Fireworks carries these from DFS, as well as Hot, great, nice performer. Not a super long duration, but it's a small fountain, so a really good bargain. And on the silent side, three more fountains actually. We have Gold Rush Fountain. Red Apple does carry these. These are all red, white, and blue. I love this effect. It goes for about a minute. It's a quiet effect fountain. Ends in these beautiful blue stars with gold. Just an incredible Shogun fountain. Speaking of incredible, you'll see nothing like it out there unless maybe some of the 500 gram fountains from T-Sky has this strobe effect in it. But Super Strobe from AFW, this is WF Boom, but Red Apple also carries these. You're gonna get, it's a low duration. It's about a 20-second item. It looks like, I think there are 3 tubes in here, and I'll show you the top there. Interesting packaging. Got a little plastic bottom, plastic top. But what it does is it volleys strobes up into the air about 15 feet or so. It just launches up. So almost like a quiet mine effect, but just an incredible thing. I hope to combine, you know, maybe 18 of these in our show. Would be pretty amazing. And last but not least, my favorite cone that's out there right now is the God of Fire. There are 2 cones in here, and this is actually from last year or the year before. Getting really, really hard to find. They're redoing, and I missed one fountain, which I'll tell you in a minute, but they're redoing the composition. I think there's a video out there from Black Scorpion. They were forced to do some changes to the cones, and so the comp's a little bit different. This has a beautiful kind of a willow sort of effect with blue tips in silver and gold. So that one, if you could find it, especially the original version, grab it up. Speaking of which, this is the newer version of Maximum Overdrive. In the past, they would take this thing, fill the tube with composition, basically, and a lot of clay or cement at the bottom, and then put a whole clay plug all the way across the top with one nozzle. Unfortunately, they had a lot of problems because all that power coming, you know, as it's coming through, it's driving through. If there was a crack in the comp, the thing would blow up, the bottoms would blow out, and it was happening a bunch. So now, forgive my knifeless finger here, you will see this huge, look at that, the thing is giant. It's the biggest tube, and it runs almost all the way to the bottom, probably about down to here. So probably 7-8 inches. It's the largest diameter fountain I've seen. So still not the same as it was, but still the only one out there that delivers, you know, 25, 30 foot crackle. The very first segment goes about 12 feet or so, and then the crackle gets added, which probably close to doubles the height. But a great fountain as well. All right, everyone, thanks again for checking out kind of an updated stash of some of my favorite fountains, and look forward to talking to you soon.